maternal grandfather who had died decades before. It is said a person can shine a light for others, that in every person's life is someone who touches you, teaches, sets an example to follow.
It's a new documentary, Weaving the Past, Journey of Discovery. It's really the story of family history, immigration, and social justice. But it's also about the connections that we all make in life. Actress Shelley, Morrison, filmmaker Walter Dominguez are here. They produced the film together. There's a life-changing quest behind this movie. Shelley, Walter, welcome.
Thank you.
So that is your voice that we hear talking about your grandfather. Tell me how this story came to be.
I was at a very difficult point in my life, and I needed something to re-energize me and give me a sense of hope and renewal. And my grandfather kept coming to me. He had been dead many decades, but he kept coming to me. And then I realized this was a remarkable man, and yet what made him into the man he was, he came from very difficult circumstances in Mexico 100 years ago. So that's what got me motivated to begin interviewing elders and begin investigating and learning, and one thing led to another. 13 years later, we have this film.
13 years, it's like we're giving birth to a very big
to a teenager, huh?
Walter wrote it, he directed it, he's in it, he's remarkable. I was the big mouth, the executive producer. We can't afford
You
that.
got things done, huh?
Well, he's very detail-oriented. And we've been together for so long, we have like a shorthand.
And they're married, in case you're wondering.
Yes.
Husband and wife, and anniversary today. Happy anniversary.
Yes, 41 years.
Thank you.
It's possible. The beauty was that we could use our creativity to do something that meant something to us, to plant seeds, not to add to the confusion of the world. And so it became truly a labor of love. And the people that worked on it in any capacity, it's not really a documentary, it's a hybrid, because it's a story. It makes you laugh, it makes you cry, it makes you think. And most important, when you're doing a film that represents such a large portion of the population, you want to do a film with dignity.
And it's so timely right now when we're talking about immigration in this country and the undocumented children crossing the border. And for your grandfather, he really came from nothing and made something of his life. And it's all about the connections he made, the gifts that he gave to people, but also the people that were so welcoming to him here in the United States.
There's a remarkable part of this story. A lot of this takes place in Los Angeles 100 years ago. And there were some wonderful folks, American folks, who were progressive and who wanted to help the immigrants. And most of the immigrants at that time were Mexican, but there were also others, Asians. And so these people came together and they worked with the Mexican immigrants to build clinics and medical centers, establish churches, do all kinds of really positive things. So it's a wonderful example of people cooperating and helping each other in a humanitarian and inspirational way. So that is folded into the story as well. So there's some pretty fascinating history here in Los Angeles that will come forth for viewers here who live in this area.
And it's a story, Walter, about your family, but it's really a story about all families.
Yes, it's universal. It's universal because the struggles that these immigrant people had, and all of us come, unless we're Native American, we were all from descendants of immigrants, and they all struggled. And we're here because of their struggles, because of how they overcame things and how they did something positive here. And so here we are, and
13 years later. Walter, Shelley, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Good luck with the film, Weaving the Past, Journey of Discovery. It premieres this Friday. It's at the Laemmle Playhouse. That's in Pasadena, and it's going to be there through August 21st. For more information, just go to our website. It's kcal9.com. You can click Seen on TV.